Greetings, everyone. Greetings to you today. Thank you for joining me on the Call a Friend podcast. Today is the launch of this podcast, and our motto is to create a glow by igniting a fire within. So I do thank you for joining me today. My name is Charlene, and this is a Call a Friend podcast with a difference, bringing spirit, soul, and body into alignment with the Creator. Alrighty, never before have you heard what you're going to hear on this podcast. Information to make you wiser, smarter, and with access to unlimited health, wealth, and prosperity. I started this network out of the apparent need for more and more people to realize who they really are, and subsequently to aspire to manifest a supernatural glow by igniting a fire within. And I do intend to broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday and launch it at 5 a.m. So every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 a.m., a new episode will be accessible to you. So I just want to introduce a topic which I call spiritual nursing. Now, this might not be for everyone, but if you are someone who has love for people, you care about people and their well-being, then this is for you. I encourage you just to hear me out, okay? So what is this spiritual nursing, and why should we even explore this idea? Mankind, human beings, the patients you care for every day is a spirit. We are all spiritual beings, wrapped up in a body, and we possess a soul. So this podcast is unique in the sense that it will bring into focus the interrelation between man's spirit, their soul, and the manifestations which come up on the physical body. Example, if somebody has a good spirit, they have light in their soul, they will have a healthy body and mind, as opposed to having a bad spirit, which is going to lead to bad thoughts, bad thinking, and then you're going to have sickness and disease. So I have today's series where I call it the 7 steps to providing spiritual nursing care. 7 steps to providing spiritual nursing care. So this is episode 1. And in episode 1, we have recognizing the triune nature of humans. Know who you're dealing with. So that is step number 1. Remember, we are providing spiritual nursing care, and I'm offering 7 steps to do this. So step number 1 is recognizing who you're dealing with. Mankind is triune in nature, spirit, soul, and body. So let me give you an example. So have you ever had a patient who is suffering and they're in great pain? And you would think this person would humble themselves, they would be grateful, thankful. They would even be kind to the person who is caring for them. But sometimes this is not the case. These persons, sometimes if they have a bad spirit, they want to be rude and obnoxious. Even when they're in great pain and suffering, they are still rude. Why is this so? Why is this so? Have you ever thought about it? Well, I have given it much thought. So in this situation, you have to look at this below the surface. Maybe ask some probing questions and just try and get to the real root of the situation. You have to probe. Sometimes, as we know in the nursing field, in the medical field, it's not necessarily only nurses, but anybody who is working with patients or with somebody. It could apply to almost any situation where you have an interaction with some other person. Sometimes you may not have time to do a deep probing, but you may also ask a patient in this scenario just to reflect, think about what they are doing. Think and realize that their way or wrong thinking is actually impacting themselves and will continue to impact their health and their wellness, not only physically, but also in their minds. I'm not sure if you have ever thought about it, but wrong thinking is never a good thing. Wrong attitude is never a good thing. So this is where this knowledge comes in. Knowledge that this person's soul is in torment. Their mind and their thoughts is in turmoil. And in this case, we have to assess this kind of a patient to see how best we can actually offer some assistance. Because at the end of the day, we want to help them. We want to help. So going on to step 2, ask the person how best you can support them at this time. So this is a part of offering the nursing care from a spiritual perspective. Ask the person, how best can I support you at this time? If this person is willing to open up to you, that is a great start. That is good. So you ask questions that's going to reveal their thought processes. How do they view medical staff? What is their perception? Maybe they had a bad experience in the past, and so they do not trust anybody. They may have had a bad experience. So it's good to be aware and maybe ask them. Also, ask what is their belief system. Sometimes they might feel entitled. They do have people like those. So many root causes could be at play here. And so many underlying issues may also be revealed when you do deep probing. So in this process, you're not only practicing active listening, you're paying close attention to what the person is saying. And you're showing that you are listening. You're engaged. You're giving appropriate feedback, nodding, smiling. So you show some empathy and love. Because most times, I can assure you, most times, under the surface, there is just a scared person. Someone just seeking some assurance that everything is going to be okay. Just gave some assurance that everything is going to be okay. So sometimes they're not totally at fault, but we have to have that caring attitude to assist them. So this is going to lead to step 3. Offer to pray with the person. Some facilities, maybe forbid sharing religious beliefs with patients. However, if the patient requests or accepts the prayer, I believe they should receive the prayer. Because, as I said, mankind is triune in nature, and as such, the prayer would help to address the spiritual needs of the patient. If the spirit is broken, listen to me well. If man's spirit is broken, then despair, hopelessness, fear will settle in. And when this happens, it is very hard to revive that person. It is very hard to revive that person. But a prayer can help to uplift the person's spirit and to provide some hope, some joy, some peace of mind and comfort that things will indeed get better if they do not give up. This is offering nursing care from a spiritual perspective. That is so beautiful. Uplifting the person and helping them to feel some peace of mind and comfort. Step 4. Share some encouraging word from the scriptures or other inspiring writings. This would definitely ignite some fire of hope inside the person's spirit. The word of God, it gives light. When someone hears the word, OMG, it causes a great feeling of peace and quiet. Yes, it does, in the spirit of the person. The inspired word of God also provides encouragement, and it also uplifts the spirit. So this is definitely a plus. This is definitely a plus. Sharing some encouraging word from the scriptures or other inspiring writings. This is fully acceptable. I do believe so myself. So, step 5. We can also provide compassionate care and touch. I know what you're saying in your mind. Oh, I don't have time for all of this. But if we really think about it, if we really try and make some effort, even 1 or 2 of these, steps can be included in your care. And at the end of the day, you're going to feel better about it. All right? So this is not just for a patient or a client or somebody you're caring for. It's also for yourself. Also for yourself. So step number 5, provide compassionate care and touch. So you can offer a comforting touch or a gentle back rub. I know this can be taken too far. Sometimes, the patient wants to rub the back all over them. They want to go too far. But you know where to draw the line, okay? We know where to draw the line. And we know when it is extra. So we would offer a gentle back rub as appropriate. Okay? Or you could even hold hands gently. These actions serve to provide reassurance to the patient that someone really cares for them. It does provide some form of reassurance. And so that is also very key. I hope you're getting the information so far and it is having some benefit to you. So let's go to step number 6, promoting forgiveness and emotional healing. I mean, all of these are so important, and this one is also very important, that you encourage, you promote forgiveness and emotional healing. You have to help the patient to explore feelings of anger, guilt, or unresolved issues, and just help to guide them towards emotional and spiritual healing. This they can do through practices like forgiveness and reconciliation. So you will have them talk through difficult emotions, or if you're not able to, you could refer them to a spiritual advisor for deeper exploration. But forgiveness is key. Emotional and spiritual wounds, such as guilt or bitterness, it can impede healing. So you see where the spiritual can affect, and it does affect, the natural body. There is no question about that. So this has been an established fact. So spiritual issues affect the natural body. So having spiritual nursing care is of vital importance in providing care for those who are sick, even in our daily interaction with co-workers, family, any other person. So when a person forgives, they do experience peace, reduce suffering, and it promotes harmony. So there are very beneficial effects from having forgiveness, providing forgiveness, emotional healing. I would encourage you for more. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share, email me, or text me, and we will work together. So continuing, step number 7, encouraging hope and positive affirmations. I love this one as well. I love all of them. Encouraging hope and positive affirmations. So we offer words of encouragement and strength. We share affirmations, spiritual quotes, or remind the patient of who they really are. So this is a part of patient education as well, letting them know and recognize who they really are. So we have to just nurture hope, even in the face of illness or uncertainty. There has to be hope. Encourage focus on positive aspects of their journey, their healing journey, because this will help them to find strength despite their diagnosis, whatever disease they are experiencing, whatever illness they have. Encourage focus so they can have a positive attitude. They will find strength as they go through this illness or anything that they are going through at the moment. This is crucial. So, I just want to thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Spiritual nursing care. It is very important. And I do just want to thank you for joining me today on this first broadcast of the Call a Friend podcast. I thank you in advance for sharing it with your family and friends, because as you can see and as you have heard, this information is for everybody. I zeroed in on the medical aspect of it, but at the end of the day, we all need the encouragement, we all need the information to help each other. I love you all, and let us spread the love. And the world needs love right now. The world needs love. So I encourage you to share, subscribe to the Call a Friend YouTube channel, and I will definitely see you again for the next episode. And that episode is 7 steps to ensure longevity. Living a long and healthy life. It is possible. It is possible. So join me to find out how you can achieve it. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much, and God bless you richly.